I've been in my Bible lately. You understand me? Like, shit crazy out here.
World said fuck us, so we said fuck the world.
You know,
the world said fuck us,
24/13.
so we said fuck the world.
He that shit up to the end.
The world said fuck us,
shall be
so we
saved.
said fuck the world.
Fuck the world.
The world don't love us, no. So we said fuck the world. Look, I know your kinfolk gone, but hold on. I know them lights ain't on, but hold on. Look, even if you feel you got nothing to hold on, I got a message. God said hold on to your sanity. I know you in a position that you ain't planned to be. With our lives, we're not addicted to gambling. You feel the pressure and the thoughts in your head are scrambling. You feel the storm getting closer. You feel like giving up before you even start, then it's over. You feeling like fuck it, you going through too much to be sober. Life is passing you by as you do this over and over, over and over, over and over, over and over. Time to make a change now. Instead of that, you fall a victim to the same now. Starting to find out that this life is not a game now. Back against the wall, couldn't run as the poor man screamed to the top of his lungs. Said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world don't love us, so we said fuck the world. For real, look. Cover your eyes, don't wanna see the blood on the leaves. Bodies of eyes innocently hanging from trees, floating in screens, blood in the water, blood on the altar. Still don't believe justice is coming. Heavenly Father, did not Christ say vengeance is mine? Don't even bother. When he return, it's gonna be slaughter. Ooh, I know you don't wanna face it, but what's real love sound like hatred. And you gotta be fucking crazy if you think they gonna get away with killing all them babies, feeding them to alligators. All the women that was raped, the transatlantic slave trade made us build a nation that we can't partake in. School to prison, pipeline, mass incarceration. All the lives that's been taken, hated to love it. You only talk about forgiveness cause we never get justice. I think you really reluctant. I remember hearing a hood nigga say all the shit he would've done if he was living during slavery. Look what's going on today, and you ain't doing a damn thing but putting shame on your ancestors' name. But who's to blame? All these drugs, pills, weed, beans, lean, and cocaine. I get the feeling that we living in a big dope game. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world said fuck us, so we said fuck the world. The world don't love us, so we said fuck the world.
Seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down the ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the standing tail. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pot. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. A man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that cheese on that bread, yeah, I was thuggin' with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Fuck what them bitches gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't give a love fuck what them niggas gotta say. I'm a woman with a nigga till they put me in the grave. I don't care about what they say. Hey. Fuck with my Akima, fuck with my sisters, then I got a problem, I'm never gonna miss you. I got 100 hanging out the AR, I got a 50 hanging out the pistol. He say it's corner, I'm just being realistic. I be on them corner posted with the realest. If it's the Sabbath, then we going fishing. I'm reeling them in, that's a God-given mission. I'm really on 10, but I'm stamped in the pistol. I get the order, be glad at this mission. Hebrew Academy graduate, nigga. Training, go through the baddest conditions. I don't fuck with none but the baddest of bitches. She righteous, submissive, she glad to be with me. Had that thing Putin like Batman, niggas. She know I'm a prophet, she gotta be listening. Disrespect, I ain't having that shit till I go make some business from scratch. She bitchin' the different breed of black men. We don't do the bad thing. I remember back when I was really trapping, trying to get the racks in, selling dope to black men. But now I'm trying to make it straight. Like, don't forget about my face. We standing up straight, can't fold us. Too heavy, the world won't hold us. Go get you some rank, I told you. Line up in these ranks, we sold you. You can take that to the bank, we focus on. How many times must we remind you? One body, one way, some way. I will never take up as a flex. When the law with you ain't no up next. It's just us, nigga, that's that on that. All that weak shit, that ain't no threat. Say you won't beat, bitch, with that ain't no sweat. We with all that. The Lord called a nigga out the world. I responded and called back. Oh, Lord. And everything that they stole from us, fuck that shit, we want all that. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. Like they tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. That's why we unaffiliated with them. I cannot fuck around with fake niggas. We taking ground when we in your city. You better have the women, have the liquor. Keep that bitch on me, please don't butt the system. Don't be a fool and be another victim. Say you a goon, you just another Christian. How you my brother, you ain't in here with me. We in the gutter, deep down in the trenches. We with them niggas locked up in the prison. Fucking Hispanic, Native American, Indian. We ain't just talking shit, but we living in it. We be everywhere, you can't miss it. And we be precious hell, take a picture. And we professional with the scriptures. Play, we gon' script them, yeah, we some killers. These niggas tripping, they mind blown. Swear business, forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't get it pause when niggas say that they be looking for niggas to slide on. The slide that I know about is when I send with the Glock with the slide for real. I get the order, you know that it's slaughter. See me and my niggas gon' die for real. The bigger the better for kingdom of heaven. You niggas get wet up by me cause I'm fed up. I rep UPK. My niggas won't let up. Got choppers, got 9s, AKs, Berettas. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like bitch or whatever. You say you don't like me, you say you won't fight with me and my nigga like. Them niggas snitching and they act like bitches. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They killing women and they fuck with sisters. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Come on the command and general, your honor, we unaffiliated with them. They tongue and they say they keep that shit 100, we unaffiliated with them. They telling lies, switching up the doctrine. That's why we unaffiliated with them. They ain't gon' ride until they die, so that's why we unaffiliated with them. Yeah. See, they always.
We're prepping for Bravo-tacular at Car Bravo.
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I get it, nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got rigor soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, though. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running. Bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine in. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that Ecoline van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills, how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. You know what's crazy?
When I was in the world, I had niggas flipping over benches. These little bullets had big niggas running like bitches. Now I'm in the truth, I see my mindset wasn't any different from the white man doing the whipping. I was really slipping, cutting crack rock with precision. Young nigga getting money, shoot your block up just for an image. Peer pressure, my heart got cold and timid. This what happens when you see your best friend's brains get blown out on the line of scrimmage. All this violence got me full with vengeance. Revenge, setting my life up for a big time Armageddon sentence. Satan trying to kill me with a big butt Vincent. So it's time for repentance. The shoe that I was trying to fit and didn't fit, so I took the more time for a new transition, a new life I stand on. This is my position. I told myself when I wrote this, somebody gonna listen and watch this song, help that person through their struggles and oppositions. These niggas wanted to fund the police, I'd rather defund the kitchen. No more crack dealers, 011 hustlers, dope pushers, no more coke smugglers, weed handlers, methadone customers. Nigga, you can feel it in your jugular. Pain to a healer, no money to Skrilla. It gets no realer than this right now. I'm a scripture puller. I'll push your shit back with a scripture, nigga. I push your shit back with a scripture, nigga. Fast life and fast cars. When it's all gone, they don't know who you are. Fast life and fast cars. When it's all gone, they don't know who you are. What? Fast life and fast cars. When it's all gone, they don't know who you are. Fast life and fast cars. When it's all gone, they don't know who you are. What? Fast life and fast cars.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door. Payback is a door. It's a door.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lie.
You know, we expect much more for God to be totally stuff. Our step is walk up. Much more for God to something that all those tools should know. Do like this family to be. This is our neighbor's son. This is something to first we support. The being that we was by the this is our language that we're supposed to be speaking. We are acting in brothers. We're supposed to say, Shimon Yahweh, Shalom, 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 before we brother. And say, I rock, we be consistent. Shimon Yahweh, Shalom, Shalom, but I rock. That's how we talk. But being that we've lost our identity, we've lost our way, we straight away to the most high God. We don't know who we are. We don't know our. We don't know our. You understand? It's just something that we've been playing with for a century. Now that the most high spirit, place the spirit, is edge back over upon the earth, his children are starting to wake up. You understand? I don't want to sound Christian or most how putting his spirit first. He's reaching out to his children as birds and call the children. Because we just nothing but this. So I truly feel that those that follow him previous lifetimes, search for the most high God and follow him. That's a wilderness. Out there, spreading the word. So, and we're reaching out. Some of ways up, some of not. The thing that is, those with Israel up. So we should all gather together. Like to spend some data with all the things that have to die. But we're the ones that need to gather together. You understand? We're the ones that should gather together and start to we need to learn our heritage. We need to learn our identity. We need to learn our history. We need to learn our native tongue. We have to learn these things. And we have to continue to learn these things so we can pass them on among the generation. You understand, Israel? And in today's time, we as Black Hispanic people have a right and obligation to serve the Most High God. You understand? We've been on this planet pleasing our flesh for so long. It's about time that we stop and we begin to do what we're supposed to do as Black Hispanic people to please the Most High God. You understand? Learning that you're part of the 12 tribes of Israel is of the learn. You understand? Studying the Lord said the commandment is another way of learning your heritage. Not only that, learning the Lashawan for God, which is the native tongue, is another part of it. You understand? Because if you learn the Lashawan for God, then you can do the Sabbath service. You can take part in the prayer service when we have high hosting publications at the party. why it's important to learn your native languages. It's like you said, we have an obligation to study our heritage, learn our history. It's a great system. Because the description says treat the child which go. Something is fully important. We have to set positive and teach people from young. Like the process. A 10-year-old is interested in other languages. Teach them. He knows how to say about it. That right there is very important because it makes it more worthwhile when you want to take from. Whereas coming to the physical class, they take part in prayers. Pray for them. You can say the prayer. This is why, as men, it's imperative that we as men learn imperative as men that we learn our heritage, our history. It's imperative as men that we learn the most extra then the physical aspects of this imperative important that we teach our lives on the understand those types of things that they would pretty much saying all those single things, all it is part of following more top here and more top. If you say thank you to people, you say to God, no. Make sure you correct your down, take notes. So why? Being thankful to the teacher. Why to thank you? Thank you. When you look directly below it, it's how you spell it to people. And remember, it breaks the letter, not spring. Right. The first letter, that's the. CHN. That's by itself. Wow. Okay. By itself. Da, because it's the ha. A is the move for the medical direction. You should connect the da. The ha. So it's da. CHN. So da, la, da. That's how you properly connect to the da, da. And the E. And below it, again, the ball. God, shut off. By the way, so let's see the proper letter. see. Gun, that ball. Now, A-H is C. That's why it's by itself. Gun is Ya and Na. A is the move for grammatical correction. So it's young. Connect with Ya and Na. Young. Young. Da is by itself. A. Da. Then you connect the bar. Ba and Ra is moved for grammatical correction. So it's bar instead of ba ra. Yonder ba ra. No, it's yonder bar. So connect the A is single. Gun. Gun is connected. God and Da is connected. Da is single. And then bar. B-A-R. Gives you the correct down. Okay. So that's the water. But thank you. The water. And a Yundabar means you're welcome. Uh, now, guys, the board. Give me a minute. Okay. Next up. Sometimes I tend to be random when I'm teaching Lashawan for God, where everything all still comes together because regardless of what, we have to learn this language, right? Some words is not for you to use at this time, but it's good to know for the brothers. Same thing for the sisters, you know. That's why, you know, I put it together the way I put it together. Some brothers, they'll later on down the line, they'll understand. So when they go back in their notes, it's time for them to take up people in another aspect of the school. They're gonna be like, oh, this is why he showed me this. Now I know this already. Word. It comes in handy, trust me. So when you hear young saw, you already know. Right turn, execute. When you hear Shema all saw, that means left turn, execute. You understand? When you hear Zasta, saw, you already know. Sidestep, execute. It all comes together when it comes to learning the life of Qadash. You understand? Let's see. That's correct. Background. Okay. Now, see, this is how, unfortunately, the black man tried to put their own spin on our history. This is why it's very imperative that we learn it correctly. Because what they try to say it on Google says the term of the traditional Hebrew language is they mispronounce it all the way. They put Lashawan. What the hell is Lashawan? And then it's Qadash. Like that sounds almost Israeli. You get what I'm saying? Like they try to put their own spin on it. And then they try to say that means the tongue of holiness or holy tongue. They have the misinterpretation of it. This way you can't go by everything that you read in Google or everything that you read in other historian books. This is why Commander Jeremy Hanna brings out the scripture that he brings out and lets us know that this is our oldest living history book. We have to abide by it. You understand? Because if not, then we end up falling into a pitfall of following false doctrine and so on and so forth. But it says Hebrew was the original language of the Israelites. It is believed that during the time of slavery in Egypt, the Israelites retained their Hebrew language. However, after the Babylonian captivity starting in 856 BCE, many Jews adopted Aramaic as their everyday spoken language, according to Qadash. Now, when they say that, that's because during our captivity, even back from the past until now, Stockholm Syndrome existed. You understand? So by us adopting the language of our captors, that was the language we ended up speaking because we lost our way with our own native tongue during captivity because 9 out of 10, slavery then was no different from slavery now. Try to speak their native tongue, and then they look. You understand? They teach and torture. So I'm estimating that that's pretty much how it ended up. Because during the slavery time, during our ancestors' era, that's what happened. We had a native tongue. We spoke it. They booked us. They taught us the language that they wanted us to speak. They taught us their native tongue. They taught us the English language, which originated from Europe. You understand? That's why it's called English. England, Europe, France, London. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a different dialect of the European language. And it says Hebrew continues to be used for religious purposes and was revived as the spoken language in the 19th and 20th centuries, according to Wikipedia. Therefore, the idea of Lashawan Qadash being lost to Jews during slavery time seems to be based on, now what they say is misunderstanding the historical timeline. No, it is. It's not just based on historical timelines, it's based on captivity as well. Now let's see what Wikipedia's definition of our breakdown of slavery is. As it says, Jewish views on slavery are varied both religiously and historically, but they keep using that word religious. It's not a religion. You understand? The Lashawan Qadash the King James 1611 Bible is not part of a religion. It's part of the culture of the Jews. Let's not get it confused, Israel. This is not religion. It's not Christianity, Islam, Egyptology, Scientology, none of that garbage. This is a culture of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's not getting twisted. Judaism's ancient and medieval religious texts contain numerous laws governing ownership and treatment of slaves. Yes, because if you go to a book called From Babylon to Timbuktu, there was Prophet Muhammad who worshipped Allah. You understand the false god Belial. Constructed his own version of the scriptures and made what they call today's time the Quran. You understand? And he forced Israelites to follow him, but he unalive because he originally wanted to roll with the disciples and the Israelites, but they said you're not of Jew descent. It's like you're not of the descendant of the 12 tribes of Israel. You're an Arab. Your background, your father is Arab, so you're not. You are the seed of your father. If the seed of your father is not part of the lineage of the 12 tribes of Israel, so it's not possible for you to go basically go with the 12 tribes. And he felt betrayed by that. He felt some type of way about it. So what he did was he started his own. This way again, he started religion. He started his own thing and he created the command. And what he did was he tried to convince Israelites to follow him and then not get him alive. And that, my friends, is the birth of Judaism. And you look it up, look up the book. It's called From Babylon to Timbuktu. Read that book. It's a good book. And you get to page 48, 647, to 47, 850. That's where it breaks down the birth of Judaism. That's where you start to find the potatoes in the book. Don't skip it. Read the book. It's a good read. And there's this other book you should read. It's called Nature Has No Color. You understand? So it's From Babylon to Timbuktu, and Nature Has No Color. Not going to get deeply in this history breakdown of the truth. But when they start talking about the fake news and the Talmud, you got to understand something. The Talmud was created in 1976. 1976. That's in our generation. Think about that. If they created the Talmud in 1976, and the law section commandments of the Most High God was before Christ. You understand? BCE. Like, what would you run with? Who would want to run with what the older the knowledge is? You understand? The Talmud was made in 1976. They created their own religion. Yes, excuse me, my bad. If I'm not mistaken, 1946, not 76, 1946, because they complained about the Holocaust, which was only 12 years of, not even captivity, 12 years of punishment and torture. Because two things Adolf Hitler did not, he despised. Adolf Hitler despised Negroes, but what he despised even more than Negroes was his own people trying to adopt our culture and take them for their stuff. That's why the so-called Jewish-ish, meaning true light, trying to be like us, were held captive for 12 years and tortured and beaten, put in concentration camps. That was their punishment for stealing the culture of the Israelites and trying to take it upon themselves. This is why it's good that y'all tune in on Mondays to this week, get the verse stuff like this. You understand? I'm just giving you a backdrop of history from the Lashawan Qadash standpoint, because the Lashawan Qadash is our native tongue. And it's something that we don't study, that we need to learn as Blacks and native entities. Shout out to young man Hector in the chat. Shalom, y'all. I'm about to sing out Shabbat stuff. Now, if you want to get caught up, I was just going over the words water and the gun bar. You might have those in your notes already, but I'll be going over those words. The next set of words that I want you to take notes on, young man. You won't be able to use them now, but later on down the line, as you win the truth, you know what I mean? Like, you change your name, earn some rank and stuff like that, as you come to get deeper into the truth, you'll understand why. When you go back and see your notes and you see that you know this already, you'll thank you later. Trust me when I tell you. Well, thank you later. I I know you would have came in as soon as I started playing. I was running late. I figured you was already in the slave. You too wild, though. Don't even worry about it. You didn't miss. You didn't miss too much at all. It's the next set of words. Padawam. UAEAWAM. Ra the Wam. Means forward. Taza'ai, meaning march. So when you hear Padawam, Taza'ai, that means forward march. You see Padawam, Ra. Let me check my audio. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Put a one. Let me know if that sounds better, young man. Mic check. Mic check, mic check. So the word kwa, karada wam means forward. Kara, what? Kara singular. Da is singular. Wam, because it's wa ba. Like take the L for grammatical corrections to connect the wam, so it sounds like wam, not wa ma. Karada wam ma. No, it's karada wam. Karada wam. Kara, da, wam. And then taza I. Taza, singular, and then I, and then you remove the da, the I for the da. So I, meaning march. Taza Radawa, Taza meaning forward, march. I'll give you a couple minutes to take the notes down. Radawa, Taza 2, make sure you write that down. But a mom has an eye. All right. Just do it. Moment. Put 2 words out. All right. Now, just to give you a little more backdrop, because I know you're just coming in, I was breaking down a little history lesson on the Lashawan Qadash because, you know, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, it's very imperative that we study our native tongue because our identity was already been stripped away from us. So it's important that we learn who we are as a people. And it starts with learning our native tongue, which is the Lashawan Qadash. Because throughout history, the only way they were able to maintain manipulation and control over us is to manipulate us, to enslave us, to beat us into submission, and to the point where we don't know who we are, we don't know where we come from, and we don't know our own language. Why do you think we speak English now? English was not our language. English originated from England, Europe, European language. That's where it originates from. But through time and through captivity, we've been beat down to a fine powder to the point where now we speak whatever language we were taught. Because as Black Hispanic Native Indians, that's what we were subjected to. And as long as we continue to not know any better, how can we do better or be better as a people? This is why it's important that we learn who we are as a people. That's why it's very important that we learn who we are and where we come from as a people. Just get you put on where we were going over prior to me writing down the words on the board. You know, I do a little history because I teach the history class as well on Mondays. So this is all part of our history, learning our lineage, our heritage, down to our native tongue, because Black Hispanics and Native Indians have to understand how important it is to learn the Lashawan Qadash. This is not just something that this is not a joke or a game. This is not something that you play around with like school and movie. Like seriously. Like this is the language that we should be out here in today's society speaking on a regular basis to one another. Shalom Yabashim Yahusha from Shalom Yahushua Yabashim Yahusha. You know what I'm saying? And then speaking in regular conversation, that's something that I get to learn from. I'm still studying myself, and that's essential. Shalom Yahushua Yabashim Yahusha, sis. Welcome as always. Yeah, Life Walk with Qadash, this is a very important thing for us to learn. Because if we don't learn this, then when we're at our school in our respective zone, how can we keep up with the priest when during a holy convocation? How can we keep up with the prayer service during a Sabbath service? How can we keep up during a high holy day or during a feast day? Right, let's make it make some sense. And I'm only saying this for the simple fact this is a very important thing as Black Hispanics and Native Indians, something that we're supposed to know. This is something that we're supposed to study. I'm quite sure you've been at your school and a captain or a general explained to y'all how important it is that you study and learn the people. And at some point, you are to some capacity. Because for the brothers, we'll get pulled up to speak the Hebrew during the feast day or how holy. And you have to know how to read out of the Tanakh. Understand? That's the version of the King James Bible that's in our language, in the Assyrian text. So you would have to know how to speak. See, when I teach right now, I just write it in Hebrew. If I add the Assyrian, then you'll learn the Assyrian as well. But if you go back to one of my first classes, where I broke down the whole chart of the alphabet, you will learn that the alphabet comes together. I taught the Hebrew with the Assyrian. I put the Assyrian with the Hebrew. This is why it's important to take notes. It's very important to take notes. Taking notes is a very important thing in this truth. Nobody's gonna know the entire. You understand? So you're always gonna have to refer to your notes at some point. You're gonna have to refer to your precept book to some capacity at some point. You know what I'm saying? It's because this is true. It's something that Black Hispanics and Native people all have to do at some point. Survival. Slack Israel. So we'll go back and forward for the next set words. Apak. Apak. Which means about face. And sar, which means to execute. Apak, sar. So I can put that in the record back. All right. A pop. Ha, ha, and then ka. But the A is root for grammatical correction. So the ha is singular. The pa and the ka is connected. You would connect the so it's pak, pak, a pak, and sar, sa and ra. A is root for grammatical correction. Sar means to execute. So pak means to about face. Sar means to execute. A pak, sar. That's how you pronounce it. A pak, sar. I'll give you a moment or two to write it down. Make sure you get it in your notes. Give y'all another minute. All right. Right, Israel. Say it one moment. Say the words up. right? That goes forward. Forward. All right. Next set of words. Mayam. Ma, ya, ma. A removed from grammatical correction. So it's mayam. Mayam means water. It's almost ironic because when you break down the word ba in the alphabet, ba means mayam, which is water. Mayam, water. And this is why I reiterate to go over the alphabet so we can learn how to master the alphabet. If we can master the alphabet, we can write down the Lashawan Qadash, to write the Syrian and the Hebrew. Not only that, we can break down words so we can learn them faster once you get the alphabet down. Mayam means water. Next word is Allah. Allah, which is the definition of in the Hebrew, Allah. English definition means cow. Now I'll give y'all a few moments to write those down. Young means water. Allah means cow. Give y'all another minute. Yum means water. Allah means cow. All right. Good. Next set of words up. All right. Next set of words. Wayaf. Wayaf. Wayaf means tent. Wayaf. Ba, singular. Ya and the. A removed for grammatical correction. When you connect it. Make sure you add those connectors in your notes. Wayaf. Wayaf means tent in the Hebrew. Gamal. Lock me. Do that every time. Gamal. Gamal means camel in the Hebrew. Ga, ma, ga, ma, and then la. Remove the A. Connect it. So it's ball. Gamal. Ball means camel in the Hebrew. You got to put the moments to break it down. Yah is tent in the Hebrew. Gamal is camel. Another minute. right? Now put the next set of verbs up. Right with you. All right. Next few words up. The, la. Da, la, and the. A being removed for grammatical correction. Could you link the la and the to loth? So it's the loth. The loth meaning door in the Hebrew. The loth. And then hana. Hana. Hana meaning here, like come here. The loth meaning door. Hana meaning here. Give you a moment to write it down. Yeah, another minute. Right? So the next set of words up for you. All right. Next words up. Wah wah. Wah and wah, meaning fishing hook in the Hebrew. Wah wah means fishing hook in the Hebrew. And then zayan. Za, ya, na. They removed for grammatical correction. So it's zayan, which means weapon. Weapon in the Hebrew. That means weapon in the Hebrew. Wah wah means fishing hook. Zayan means weapon. I'll give y'all a few minutes to write that down. Make sure that you're writing those connectors. You got another minute, and I'll put the next set of words up. Well, why means fishing hook. Zygun means weapon. All right. Next set of words up. Kawama. Kawama, which means fence in the Hebrew. Kawama. Because you have ka and you have ka. But this is kawama. Kawama, which means fence in the Hebrew. And then you have tana. Tana. Tana meaning basket. Tana meaning basket. Kawama meaning fence. I'll give y'all a few moments to write it down. We got another minute. I'll put the next set of words up. All right. The last set of words up. Close out the class. All right. Next set of words is Yah. Yah. God in the Hebrew means hands. So when you hear the phrase Yad Karab, that means hands of war. Yah. Yah. And Kop. Kop means palm or spoon, depending on the context. It can mean palm, like the palm of your hand, or it can mean spoon. I'll give y'all a couple of minutes to break this down, and then we wrap this class up. Now make sure y'all take these notes. Make sure you write this stuff down and put them in your notes. They might not come in handy now, but they will come in handy down the line. Always remember that, young man. Some things you might learn early might be for later on. All right, that's going to wrap it up for today's class. I'm going to wrap it up for today's class. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Sabbath service from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And make sure y'all study your Hebrew, man. Learn your native tongue. It's going to come in handy. It's for all our holy days, holy convocation, feast days, and just for our general knowledge, being in the truth. To the next episode, Israel, Shalom.